Hello and welcome to Arts Administration. This is Art, Music, Humanities, and Theater 3325 at the University of Houston in the fall of 2019. If that is not the course that you intended to sign up for, then I would suggest you closing this video and reaching out to your advisor to figure out what went wrong. My name is Professor Hanley, and I am the professor of this course. The reason we are doing this online is because my day job is as the program manager for disaster services at the Houston Arts Alliance. So I just want to talk to you a little bit about the course, the way it's going to be structured, how Blackboard is going to work, and what my expectations are of you for the course. First of all, I just want to say, I am here for you, and I'm here to help you pass this course, and I think that you can do it, and I think we're going to have a good time along the way as much as we can digitally. So the first thing I want to show you, that is probably not where we should have started. So this is your Blackboard. When you log in, there will be an announcement here and a task here probably for you to do. But in order to have gotten to this video, you must have seen both of them. I'm just going to take you right here to course information. Under course information is where you can find your syllabus. So if you'd like to follow along with me, again, let me tell you that's course information, and then you can click on your syllabus. This here will allow you to download it in different formats other than PDF. Not sure why it says English department. So I'm going to take me out of this so we can look at the syllabus. Great. Okay, so this is our syllabus, just standard stuff here. That is not a real time. That's not a real time. This is my cell phone number. Please don't abuse it, but I do accept text messages. If you need me, that's the way to get a hold of me the fastest, but I will not answer phone calls. This is my email address. This is probably the better way to get a hold of me. You can email me at any time, day or night, and we can talk about any problems that you're having. All right. So I just want to point out a couple of things. I'm scrolling all the way down to page 3 to course policies and procedures. So just to make sure you know, the penalty for an academic honesty violation on a significant course requirement such as a term paper, project, or final examination shall be an F for the course. Don't plagiarize. Plagiarism is not nice, and I don't want to have to penalize you for doing that. Okay? All right, so because this is an online class that's discussion driven, your participation is through online discussions, and I'll show you in a little bit what online discussions mean through Blackboard. I do want to tell you that discussion is mandatory for this course. So being active in any activities or projects that we participate in will make up a portion of your grade. So it is important that you do it. This is actually what I wanted to tell you. If you fail to contribute to online discussions for more than 2 weeks during the semester, your final grade will fall by 1 letter for each additional week you failed to post at my discretion. So that means that if you got an A on every assignment, but you went 3 weeks without posting in the discussion groups, then you will get a B in the class, and that will continue. Okay. Discussion grading is all sort of talked through right here. Just the thing that you need to know, and I'll show you this in Blackboard, is that there are 2 things you need to do every week. One thing is to create your own posting. The other thing is to respond to someone else's posting. What we're trying to do is have a discussion. It's hard to do because we're not face-to-face, so this is the way we're going to try to create that system. You also need to know that your discussion board postings are due at 11:59 p.m. Saturday each week. Every week And I will not grade any posting made after 11:59 p.m. on Saturday. When we get further down, we'll talk about late work, but that does not apply to discussion group. Speaking of late work, I do accept late work, but any work that is turned in after time, you will receive a grade no higher than a C, which means that C is the highest you can get. So for example, let's say you did a project and it was late, and it otherwise would have been a B project. In this case, it would be a D because it was late. If you have any questions about that, I am happy to answer them, but let's not turn our work in late. But also turning it in late is better than not turning it in at all. All right. All of your assignments have to be submitted via Blackboard, except for group assignments. They will be done through Turnitin, which I'm experimenting with, and we'll see if it works. If it doesn't, you guys just let me know, okay? Just shoot me a text at that number at the top, okay? So I want you all to pass the class. That means that every assignment in this class, except the last one, can be revised for a better grade up until the day of the final exam. That means it has to be turned in by the final exam. Now the only thing about that, though, is that you have to answer any questions and you have to have made it a better grade than it was before. This one right here is just like, let's all treat each other with respect, okay? Let's just treat each other with respect. Great. All right. So this is the things we're going to do over the course of this semester. They will make more sense as we go through. The thing that I want to point out to you is the class participation at 20%. That is your discussion grading. So while you will receive up to 10 points for every week, it will be up to 20% of your grade. This grant proposal is your final exam. Your advocacy plan will happen kind of over midterms, and the organizational marketing plan we're actually going to start today, and I'll talk to you about that in just a minute. I encourage everyone to read page 6 of your syllabus. This is the way that I grade papers. I am an arts administration professional, so I will treat you like an arts administration professional. So when you're writing your papers, I expect you to be thinking about them in that manner, because that is how I will be thinking about them. This is the weekly topics for our class. Just to help you understand how to read this, if there is a reading, you will need to have read it by the beginning of that week, because that's what the discussion will be on for that week. If there is something due, it will be due on the Saturday of that week. So for example, this organizational profile, while you should have read chapter 7 by the Sunday of that week, which is, I'm going to just pull up a calendar really quickly. So you should have, right? This is this week, 2, 3, yeah. So the discussion will be on chapter 7 all of this week. The discussion will close at 11:59 on Saturday. That is also when your organizational profile is due. So if it says due, it's due on the Saturday of that week by 11:59 p.m. If you have any questions about that, please let me know. Okay. As you can see, it is quite late as I record this video. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about your assignments and your discussions. So what you will notice when you go into your Blackboard is if you click on course content, it says week 1. Every week another week will show up here to give you more content. What will be here when you look at it is this video, but also every week will be the discussion for that week. So for example, for this week, the only thing you need to do is introduce yourself. You click on create a thread. Let me just show you that again. All right. So you click on create a thread. So again, the way I've gotten here is I've gone to course content, I've gone to week 1, and then I've clicked on the discussion board. Right now there's nothing here, but eventually you'll see your fellow classmates' threads. The other way you can get to here is you can click on discussions, And look, when you click on discussions, it tells you what the questions are. Whereas when you clicked on it before, in the other way, you didn't get to see what the questions are. This is a way to see what the questions are in advance. So again, you can go to discussions or you can go to course content. So we're here. I'm going to click on introduce yourself. What you will do is click on create thread. Here are the things that you need to answer. The subject for me, I'm going to put my name. Actually, you could do something fun like, hey guys. You know what, I'm just going to make a decision right now. We're just going to put our names as the subject of this one. Every other week you can put whatever you like, some sort of summary of whatever you wrote about. So what you'll do is just answer all of these questions. For now, I'm just going to say my bachelor's degree is in theater arts and my master's is in arts leadership. I would, if I were a student, answer all of these questions, but because I'm the teacher, I'm not gonna. Okay, so I encourage you to write in here and not to attach things. I think it's important that your fellow classmates be able to read this writing here. So once you've answered all of the questions as much as you feel like you need to, remember there is a rubric for these discussions in the, my husband was just, he's trying to close the door to my office. It's actually kind of funny. There's a rubric for the way these discussions need to go in the syllabus. And I encourage you to read that very carefully because I have high expectations. Anyway, once you believe that you've answered it as much as you should, then you will hit submit. Once you hit submit, this is what you will see. In what will eventually happen is there will be a lot of these. So every week it is your responsibility to do one of these, to create your own thread, and then also to reply to a thread. So let me repeat that again. Every week it is your responsibility to create your own thread based on the questions that I will leave for you, and then also to reply to someone else's thread. Now the way to do that is you just click on it. Oh, my bachelor's degree is in theater arts and my master's is in arts leadership. Well, I have a question. What is arts leadership? I don't know, but that's what I might respond to that. Or I heard arts leadership is a really great degree. I'm really glad that you're teaching this course, Professor Hanley, because you're real smart. Maybe not. I tried. All right, so then you just click submit, and look, now you have a post and a reply. Now I just want to make it clear, you should not reply to your own post. I know that right now I have, but that's because that's the only thing here. So that means that, you know, if you're the first poster, that you might have to wait for other people to post before you can respond. The more you post, the better your chances are of getting a good grade. I would encourage you to be a part of the discussion as much as possible. Okay. So the other thing I want to talk to you about is the first assignment. Now I'm going to click out of student preview mode of Blackboard here to show you some stuff. Your Blackboard may not look exactly like this when you go looking for what we're about to do. Just letting you know. All right, so I'm going to click out of the student preview. Okay, so you have a couple of assignments that are assigned starting today that you have some time to work on. Your first assignment is the administrative reviews. Your administrative reviews, so again I went to assignments and then I went to administrative reviews. Your administrative reviews, the information is right here where it says administrative. I'm going to figure this out by the end of the class, guys. I'm going to be less awkward. I promise. It's probably not true. I'm probably going to be just as awkward at the end of the class as I am now. All right, so to get to this information that gives me this sort of breakdown of what the administrative review is, I clicked on Presentation Reviews Fall 2019. that brought this up for me. What you will do between now and the end of the class, you can see that it is due on Saturday, November 30th, which is a long time from now. So you have the entire class to do this assignment. You will do two of the following, okay? You're going to either attend an event, performance exhibit, and talk to somebody who put it on. You're going to interview an administrator with a local arts organization and write up a profile on them. Or you're going to interview a volunteer with a local arts organization and write up a profile on them. Couple of rules. Number one, it should be short, no more than 2 pages, single-spaced, and it should just be written in standard essay format. You can write it like, I went to speak to Sally McGee, and Sally told me all about her time at the Houston Center for Photography. That's rule number one. Rule number two is it may not be somebody at the university. So you may not interview Azar. You may not interview the person in charge of the art gallery. You have to go off campus and interview someone in the community. It cannot be someone at the university. If you have trouble with this, let me know. But I will tell you that the people in the arts community are thrilled to talk to students. So I think you should figure out an organization that you really, really love and figure out somebody there that does something really seems interesting to you, and shoot them an email. Tell them you're a student at UHD studying arts administration, and they will be happy to talk to you. Also, a performance exhibit, an event could be anything that you want it to be. If you have any questions about this, let me know. Each of these reviews is worth 5% of your grade, and they are due on Saturday, November 30th at 11:59 p.m. The other assignment that is currently available in your Blackboard is your organizational marketing plan. So your organizational marketing plan is a group project. Yes, I love group projects. I know everyone loves them. They're really, really great. It's important in arts administration that you be able to work with other people, even when those people seem to be the worst. Here you will see that I have broken you all into groups of 4. I believe that, let's check it out. In your view, you should be able to see your groups, although I'm not sure where. If anyone has any advice on that, if you could just like pop it into the discussion group, we would really appreciate it, and I will make it bigger. I just can't see it because I'm not in a group, right? So that makes it complicated. So let me just pop right back out of this. And go back to this. All right, so on our groups, you have each been grouped into groups of 4, and you have been assigned an arts organization within the city of Houston. These organizations are great, storied organizations that have been around for a long time. They're across lots of disciplines, and I look forward to you sort of researching them and seeing what you find out about them. You will be with these organizations until you'll be working with your group on these organizations until the 28th of September. Okay, so so in this class there's going to be 3 major projects, and each project will be broken down into smaller parts, and then 2 smaller parts, with the third part being you taking those 2 smaller parts, combining them into the third sort of bigger project. So you will always, when you get the smaller parts, get the bigger project, because I want you to understand what you're working towards, okay? So the first project is the organizational marketing plan. And I wonder if I could do this. Ha-ha! So the organizational marketing plan. So marketing is one of the fundamental elements of running an arts organization. If I click on this, it should come up. It does not get any bigger though. All right. So what you're going to do is write a 5-page paper, single-spaced, and include information that you got from your organizational and demographic profiles. You should plan like you have $10,000 available for marketing. This will make more sense. We're going to start with marketing when we do our lectures, but this is the big project that we're working towards. It is not due until the end of September. So I'm just going to go back. Got to click on the right screen. So I'm just going to go back to the and again I'm in assignments and then organizational marketing plan. The organizational profile is the thing that I want you to look at today. This is due on Saturday, September 7th at 11:59 p.m. So what you're going to do is really research your organization. So in developing a marketing plan for your organization, it is important to show that you understand that organization. To show your understanding, you will write a brief profile of the arts organization assigned to you. Now remember, your group name is the arts organization that has been assigned to you. It should not include suggestions or ideas for your marketing plan. Rather, it should be just informational. So just tell me when they were formed, what their mission statement is, what they do, what kind of programming do they do, what, I don't know, how long have they been around? I said that already. You know, anything that you think might be relevant. Do they have a Facebook profile? You know, stuff like that. Just do a good Google search and see what you can find. This will be 2 pages, single-spaced. The whole group will turn in 1 paper, okay? The whole group will turn in 1 paper for each of these assignments. So in total, you will turn in 3 papers as a group. As a group, you will turn in 3 papers. This one is due on Saturday, September 7th. It is 2 pages, single-spaced. I don't care what font you use, but make sure it is single-spaced and make sure that you cite anything that needs to be cited. And then make sure that you answer the question. You will notice over the course of this course that I will say very casually, it needs to be as long as it needs to be to answer the question, because I think that it's important that you learn how to do that. If you have any questions about structure or length of papers, you just let me know. But I don't envision giving a lot of guidance. So yeah. So just want to let you know what's going to happen every week and what I expect from you. Every week under course content, you see they're already here. You just can't see them because they're hidden by me. Next week, for week 2, what you will get is a PowerPoint. So here's the PowerPoint. It's already loaded. It will be available to you on Sunday. You will get the discussion questions, and then you will also get a video like this of me sort of going through the PowerPoint. What I do want to ask you, and I'm going to try to create like a poll, is my my office hours are Monday and Wednesday from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. And what I can do is create like a Zoom meeting, which is like a webcam meeting that anybody could drop into, and you could talk to me face to face that way. You know what? Let me know if that's something you might be interested in. Otherwise, I'll just take it by appointment. You can send me emails or text messages. I'm really excited about the semester. I'm really excited to get to meet all of you in your discussion groups this week. I will post a real one that answers all the questions about me, and I look forward to our semester together. Again, my contact information is at the top of the syllabus. You really need to read the whole syllabus, top to bottom, to understand all of the things going on in the course and to understand my expectations for you. Otherwise, it's going to be a really fun semester. I can't wait. And contact me if you have any questions. Great. Thanks, guys.